Hello guys and welcome to another interesting episode of Madrid My DNA, the home of everything Madridistas, as we discuss you through Real Madrid's latest and important update. Kickstarting with today's agenda, it was 2-2 between Real Madrid and Bayern Munich last night at the Allianz Arena, Germany, as both teams shared the spoils in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League semi-finals. Now, prior to the result, as far as Real Madrid are concerned, we did some deep analysis to come out with 3 questions and 3 answers from the blockbuster clash, with the second leg set to take place next week Wednesday at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, with everything up for grabs. So before we discuss you through today's analysis, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid updates. Real Madrid emerged with a draw from a tough battle in Munich as they sealed a 2-2 draw tie with Bayern Munich at the Allianz Arena in the Champions League semi-final first leg. Vinicius Jr. got both goals for the visitors, the first against the run of play, with a fine finish from an exquisite pass from Toni Kroos, and then he scored from the penalty spot. In between, Bayern took the lead with 2 goals in 4 minutes from Leroy Sané and Harry Kane, who also scored from penalties. Talking about today's talking point, we will begin with the 3 answers we acquired from the game. The first one: could Real Madrid equal a new record unbeaten run in the UEFA Champions League? Heading into this game in Germany, Los Blancos were unbeaten in 10 consecutive matches in the Champions League this season, with 7 wins and 3 draws. The only time that run was longer was in the 2016-2017 season, when the team went on 11-game unbeaten route to winning the competition. All that the team needed to do was to match that record and to avoid failing to a defeat against Bayern Munich in Germany. And when Vinicius Jr. converted from the spot, he ensured that they would do just that. Now, draw or victory in the second leg in Madrid will mean that Carlo Ancelotti's men have the longest ever unbeaten run in a single UEFA Champions League season in the club's history, by making it to 12, unlike in 2017 when the semi-finals second leg saw a meaningless defeat on the night to Atletico Madrid. On the second talking point of today's agenda, would the lineup be as predictable as it seemed if Ferland Mendy is fit? You would be hard pressed to find a source that have the correct predicted lineup to match the side Carlo Ancelotti eventually selected. Most sources on and media outlets expected Aurelien Tchouameni to start in the center defense and Eduardo Camavinga in the defensive midfield role, with the only potential surprise being if Ferland Mendy wasn't as fit as Ancelotti claimed in this pre-match press conference before the game. The Italian sprung a surprise when he went with a different team, starting Nacho in center defense and moving Tchouameni into midfield, with Camavinga starting on the bench. It was a show of faith in the captain, even if he was taken off in the 64th minute in what was a makeshift defense and looked like one at times. The real choice that did seem cost Real Madrid as a downgrade was the inclusion of Lucas Vázquez to reinforce the suspended Dani Carvajal, as he committed the needless foul which saw Bayern awarded a penalty. The third agenda on today's episode is: would this be a repeat of the Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium clash? There were several similarities between this game and the quarterfinals second leg in Manchester. The only difference is Bayern Munich dominated position in the early stages and came out with a great intensity, but Real Madrid defended solidly again. The difference came in that Real Madrid looked less focused and intense in their concentration at times. There were slack moments where the press looked unstructured and the Bayern Munich wingers pulled the two Real Madrid fullbacks out of position and created spaces in the defensive line. Following Bayern taking the lead after a second goal in 4 minutes, Real Madrid did look more like the team that they were used to seeing. The problem for Real Madrid was that they never looked fluid in possession and struggled to build momentum at any time in the tie. The decision to deploy Tchouaméni in midfield had its merit, but the absence of Camavinga's ball progression was clear, and this was far from Real Madrid at their best on the ball. So, having discussed on the three answers we got from the night, we will shift our attention to the next agenda, which is going to be the three questions we obtained after deep analysis as far as Real Madrid is concerned. The first question is, was this the latest demonstration that Vinicius Jr. is a big game player? Superstars are defined by how they perform when all eyes are on them. And in the case of Vinicius Jr., there can certainly be no complaints. This was his third knockout brace in the UEFA Champions League tie, having previously scored 2 goals against Liverpool in 2021 and 2023. It also meant that over the course of the 4 big games for Real Madrid in the past month, twice against Manchester City, once against Barcelona, and now against Bayern, he has scored 3 goals and registered 3 assists. The Brazilian was the team's key attacking outlet, recording 3 shots on target and scoring the 2 goals for the team, and his pace and movement looked a constant threat to Bayern Munich defense, who struggled to handle him. In doing so, he took his tally to 5 goals and 5 assists in 8 games in the competition this season, scoring or assisting against every team he has come up against. The second question of the night is anyone in the world as good at passing as the legendary Toni Kroos? The assist that Toni Kroos produced for Vinicius Jr.'s goal was simply one of the best passes that anyone has played in any competition anywhere this season, and probably over a much longer time period too. The German played an incredible 15 line breaking passes in the first half alone, while the next highest number of any player on the field was just 5. Wearing the captain's armband after Nacho was off, just after the hour mark, he bossed the Real Madrid team from the start to being replaced by Brahim Diaz in the midfield with just 15 minutes left on the clock. He had created more chances than anyone else on the field with 3, the most successful tackles with 2, and recorded a 96% passing accuracy. Ancelotti may have been looking for energy with the change, but he did lose one of his best players on the night with the swap. The third question of the day is, what does this team mean for the second leg? A 2-2 draw in the first leg means that this game is wide open ahead of the return fixture at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu next week, which surely makes Real Madrid clear favorite to progress to the final at Wembley. Carlo Ancelotti will also certainly play that tack down, and perhaps with good reasons. Real Madrid were the favorite before this game, and Bayern put up more of a fight in their own backyard than many expected them to against a side who have looked a level above in Real Madrid. Bayern's record away from home this season is not the best, with 9 wins, 2 draws, and 4 defeats from 15 Bundesliga games, and that may play into the hands of Real Madrid, who will be looking to play the game on their own terms in the Spanish capital and with the game there for the taking. So having discussed and concluded with that, we have come to the end of this interesting episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification bells so you do not miss on our daily Real Madrid update. See you next time, and a very big Hala Madrid to us all.